Hi everyone, welcome to my 5-minute guide on basic items in auto chess. Today we will only discuss basic items dropped directly from creeps. Upgraded items can be made by combining basic items, but we will not discuss those today. For a graphical list of upgraded items, check out the link in the video description. Basic items are not to be undervalued. They can be the difference between winning and losing close battles. As such, you want to equip them as soon as possible. However, there's a catch. Once items are given to a hero, they cannot be transferred to more powerful heroes later on, unless you sell that hero. Thus, I would recommend giving early items to heroes that you will likely sell later, so that they can be repositioned onto more ideal heroes. Now let's talk about which items are most suited for which heroes. To do that, we'll group items into 4 categories and we'll discuss the first 3: damage items, health items, and mana items. The vast majority of damage items directly increase the damage done per attack. To maximize damage per second, or DPS for short, you want to equip these items on heroes that have high attack speed. If you hover over a hero's portrait, like you see in the picture on the right, you'll see their stats. We are concerned about the value in brackets shown by the red arrow. This denotes the amount of time between a hero's attacks. The lower, the better. As a general rule of thumb, I would be satisfied putting damage items on heroes with an attack rate of 1.2 seconds or lower. That being said, there are a few heroes that make incredibly effective use of damage items due to their hero abilities. First, Troll Warlord is the first that comes to mind. It gains attack speed from both his passive as well as the Troll synergy. Templar Assassin is claimed by some to be the single best hero in the game. Attack items go hand in hand with her attack speed of 1 second, as well as her refraction ability that keeps her alive, thereby gaining lots of strong attacks. Luna's passive ability allows her projectiles to bounce amongst multiple enemy units. Since the bounce damage is based off Luna's attack damage, the bounce amplifies the damage or the effect of damage increasing items. Lastly, as if Dragon Knight isn't powerful enough, a 2-star Dragon Knight gains splash damage when in dragon form. By the same logic as Luna, damage increases on Dragon Knight amplify the splash damage. I'm personally a fan of stacking all my attack items on my best physical attacker, rather than spreading all my items across different heroes. With concentrated firepower, enemy units die more quickly, giving you the numbers advantage during long battles. Another important tactic to note is the synergy between damage and lifesteal. The more attack damage you do, the more you heal from lifesteal, so you want Morbid Mask on your best physical attacker. That being said, be very careful. If that hero is holding a quarterstaff, it will combine with Morbid Mask to form the Mask of Madness, which has the downside of minus 10 armor. Thus, you typically want to avoid this for obvious reasons. Next, we move on to health items. Most heroes could use more health, but some need it more than others, particularly those that die before casting their spells during battle. If there are no such heroes, I would highly recommend equipping heroes with transform abilities such as Dragon Knight, Lycan, and the new Terrorblade with health items. What I typically observe is that these heroes are able to get their transform ability off in most battles, but by then their health is so low that they die a couple of seconds later, unable to make a huge impact on the battle while in their more powerful form. Health items allow them to stay in battle in their powerful form longer. Finally, we have mana items, which grant 2 benefits. First, with faster mana regen, your spells fire off earlier than your opponents. This is a huge deal for crowd control spells that disable your opponent, so heroes like Medusa, Kunkka, and Tidehunter are prime targets for mana regen items. Second benefit is the ability to cast your spells more often. For this, you want to find spells that have a low cooldown. Anything 5 seconds or less would make a good candidate for mana regen. My favorite hero to put an early crown on, one that's often overlooked because it doesn't appear to be a spellcaster at first glance, is Slada. His Corrosive Haze has a ridiculously low 3-second cooldown. He would be spamming minus armor on his enemies if not for the fact that the ability costs 100 mana each time. This is where mana regen items shine the most. To conclude, we've learned that some heroes make better use of certain items than others, hence it's often good to hold on to items until you find an ideal hero to equip them on, or to equip items on sellable heroes so that you can reposition your items later on. That's all we'll cover for this video. Hope this helps with your auto chess games, and let me know what you think of this guide in the comment section.